can't do anything. Shit, sorry. I was watching. I had watched everything that was reflected in my eyes. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums, I heard. Smell, taste, touch. I felt everything he felt. I knew. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My consciousness was inside of him. Through the morphic field set, we were resonant, and we were as one. I was him. At the same time, I was an observer. I started with a tremendous noise like a clap of thunder. That was approximately 9 hours ago. A bomb had gone off on the ship we were on. Oh, we've seen this through AKANE'S perspective. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonance ever melted into him. We became one. Inside of Junpei. Somehow I found myself in Junpei's mind, 9 years in the future. But I didn't lose myself. I was living in two realities at once. Once was the present, and the other was the future. Perhaps you can think of it as two motives showing the same screen at the same time. Movies showing, sorry. Eventually, it became difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. However, if I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other. That was why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
Come on, over here!
That was my brother Aoi. He was yelling. I followed him. Around me was some other children. They all looked like they were about my age.
Come on, hurry up!
We ran down a long, straight hallway and burst into a large hospital room. Everyone was arguing. Two of the boys got in a fistfight. A girl was watching them begin to cry. I want to go home, she cried. I want to go home. Another girl slapped the crying girl and glared down at her. It had been 2 hours since the Nonary Game began. We were starting to fall apart. But just when all hope seemed lost, Light started talking. He was blind. 9 years later, I would call him Snake. Light!
Hello? Everyone? Could you come over here for a moment?
He was older than most of us, and his voice had authority and dignity. Oh, okay, that was Snake then. The fights died down. We gathered around him.
I have a little sister. She is very important to me. Right now, she is over in Building Q and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
He spoke. He pulled something from his pocket. In his hand were 9 4-leaf clovers.
I was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted.
Where the hell did you find 9 of those? Good lord.
I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant is, well, it is difficult.
It is.
But my sister means a great deal to me. And I hope that these would show her how much I cared for her. Since it's her 9th birthday, I thought 9 4-leaf clovers would be appropriate. Every one of you has a brother or a sister in Building Q with Clover. For their sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship. Do you understand? If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another. If we can take all 3 of those to heart, then I promise that good luck will come our way.
That's how Sent to remember that quote.
Did you know that the leaves on the 4-leaf clover mean faith, trust, love, and luck? Those words are leaf words. So if you believe what I've told you, and you understand, then I want you each to have one of these. They're a promise between friends.
Gave a clover to each of us. I took one too. Eventually, he was left with only a single 4-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say.
Now don't ever forget, so long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you understand?
When he finished, the tension of only a few minutes before had gone. We were calm. Oh my god. After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer and opened several of the numbered doors until we finally found a door with the number 9 on it. In fact, there were 2 doors with 9 of them. We found them in a chapel. We split into 2 groups and walked through the doors. Before long, we all found ourselves in a room with a ceiling that looked like an upside-down funnel. For some reason, the room had another 9, but this time, it was only 1. But even though it was only 1 door, it means only 5 people could escape.
What are we gonna do? There aren't any other doors!
We began to panic. Then, as if things had just not gotten bad enough already.
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
What? What's happening? What did that thing say? That didn't sound good.
My brother Aoi swallowed hard and answered.
I think it means this room is gonna burn.
Burn!
The plaque on the door says incinerator, and that voice said that the incineration is about to start. And incinerate means to burn.
No! Help me!
Abject terror filled the room, and everyone began to scream and cry. Every pair of eyes were filled with despair. Then, high up on the wall, a door opened, and a man appeared. It was a huge, frightening mountain of a man, as large as a bear. 9 years later, we would call him 7.
Don't worry, kids, I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you.
The rest happened just like 7 had said it said. The 4 of us who had stayed behind were saved by 7. We crawled through the vent, away from incinerator, and slid down to the hallway. We came out of the other side of the door 9. On the wall opposite the door was a set of double doors. We went through those and began to run up the spiral stairs. As we ran, I led the way. Behind me were Nona, my brother Aoi, Snake, and 7. The other children, the ones who had gone through door 9 before us, were up ahead. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran. We leapt across as many stairs as we could, kept running. The stairs spiraled upward like a tornado. Eventually, I pulled ahead of the rest. Perhaps Nona slowed them down. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't stop, but I glanced over my shoulder from time to time to see if they had caught up. That was when I realized.
Oh no, where is it? Did I drop Junpei's present?
I knew I had it with me when I passed through the vent. Then, had I dropped it as we slid out? I had to go back. I had to. But I knew I couldn't tell the others. That's why. Oh my god, that's. Oh. Wow. Wow, that's. Oh god, that's so heartbreaking. She came back because she had a present for Junpei, the person she didn't know, but she was able to communicate with. She was a receiver, but she wasn't. She was supposed to be in building Q, but she wasn't a receiver. Junpei was the one that was transmitting to her. That would stop me, I was sure of that. I didn't stop to think, I simply moved. I ran to the central hall, the room that connected to all the other areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows, and moments later I felt a rush of wind as it ran past me, up the staircase. I waited until they were out of sight, and then I ran. I moved as quietly as I could, down and down and down. Finally, reached the bottom deck. I ran to the hallway and looked around frantically.
There it is!
It was just where I thought it would be, sitting under the opening of the vent. I ran over and snatched it from the floor, but as I ran back towards the stairs and freedom, the door to the incinerator opened and a man stepped out. It was Hongo. Gentaro Hongo. 9 years later, we'd call him Ace.
Ah, how wonderful to see you decided to come back.
His smile made my blood run cold. It looked mechanical, so somehow it simply pulled up the corners of his mouth.
Come with me. We must continue the experiment.
I shook my head, eyes wide. Slowly, I began to walk backwards. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Then I spun around and broke into a run. Felt Hongo's hand close on my left wrist.
I said, come with me.
There was an edge of insanity in his voice now. I pulled as hard as I could.
No! Stop! Let go of me! Let go!
I shook my body and flailed my arms, trying desperately to get Hongo to let go of me. But I was still only a child. I wasn't a match for a man like Hongo.
Stop struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you!
He heaved on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed.
Help me! Somebody help me!
Then suddenly,
Akane!
the door to the stairs flew open. My brother Aoi burst out of it. Behind him came Seven and Snake.
Akane!
He cried my name again as he leapt toward Hongo.
You came back!
I cried out. But then,
Ah! You're too late, idiot!
Hongo threw his weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator.
Ah!
The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet, looked toward the open number 9 door. Hongo stood between it and me, but behind him, I could see my brother, his fists clenched. But those fists never reached Hongo. Oh, that's what ended up oh my god, this is fucked. With a cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slammed shut. Hongo glanced at me mechanically, his face registering that it was an object there, but not anything he would consider a human being. Then he turned away, walked to the red that sat next to the door. He reached in his pocket and removed 2 bracelets. He waved them both over the scanner panel. 2 asterisk appeared in the red. He checked the screen and tossed the bracelets carelessly on the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all, walked past me, as though it were nothing more than a rock by the roadside. A few moments later, the 2 other doors slid shut as well. Faintly, I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. I turned around and ran toward the door with 9.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
I could hear a voice from the other side of the door. A worried, frightened voice.
Help me!
My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. My voice echoed lonely in the empty room.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here!
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door!
What?
Then it started again.
Warning. Warning. Emergency Incineration Command has been acknowledged. Incineration will begin in 18 minutes.
Wait, this is Junpei's vision now.
Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
What? Holy shit. Man, I knew I was gonna say this one hell of a creepy voice.
I knew it!
It's starting.
Santa started the incinerator.
Fuck! Man, I never thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years.
What the hell? What the hell? What in God's name are you talking about? It's 9 years this and 9 years that, and when it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of fucking experiments. You aren't making any sense.
I'm sorry, Lotus, but we really don't have time to explain it right now. I promise, I'll tell you everything once we get out of here.
But
Incineration will begin in
Oh yeah, we didn't fill in Lotus about the whole thing.
17 minutes.
you know what that means, right? Incinerate means burn. What kind of idiot do you think I am? I know what incinerate means. Well, god damn it. Okay, fine. I won't ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want. But you have to do something for me. 7, figure this out.
What? Why me?
Just shut up and stop this thing.
How the hell?
There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button.
There isn't anything like that.
How the hell do you know?
Because I looked for it 9 years ago.
Yeah, Lotus isn't happy about that. Can't really blame her. Wait. The floor. It's moving. What? What else can I say about it, but
What the hell is that?
What is that?
What else could I say? The floor opened, a machine rose up out of it. Looked like a computer. At least, it kind of did. There was a monitor, a keyboard, and a cross-shaped device of some kind. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off, even as more took the place, forced myself toward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. It was blank. I saw my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass, drenched in tears. All I can see on the screen is a reflection of my own face. Oh! I know what Santa's trying to do. He's trying to get Junpei to solve the puzzle so that Akane can receive the answer for the puzzle as well and escape. Oh! That's what he was trying to do the whole time! What the fuck? I'm looking kind of freaked out. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kind of drives me home. Okay, Junpei, just calm down, alright? Everything is gonna be okay. Yeah. Man, I wish that thing would just shut up.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
Alright, back to this thing. It's only showing up now, it's gotta be important. But what the hell am I supposed to do with it?
Hey, move!
Hey, real tense lady, doesn't mean you get to shove people around.
Okay, it's turned on. There's nothing on the screen, though. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything with it?
Sure, I'll just push buttons. I'm sure that will... Huh? Well, at least it's on now. What's on the screen, though?
What is this?
What's up?
It looks like some sort of puzzle.
Got a bunch of numbers and letters on a scattered 5x5 grid. The numbers range from 1 to 8.
Do you think that if we solve this puzzle...
The incinerator will stop? Yeah. Well, we can hope, right?
Alright, puzzle. How do you work? Man, it's got him voice again.
Incineration will begin in 13 minutes.
Shit, 13 minutes. Can we really do this? My heart feels like it's gonna pop. My heart was pounding like it was about to explode. I stared at the puzzle on screen. I was sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. My connection to Junpei has been gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. I felt the second tick as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured over them. Then I heard a voice.
Hey, what are you doing?
It was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window in the entire door was a face, a frightening evil face. It was Hongo. How long has he been watching me?
Ah, don't know what to do?
He was yelling, but his voice was still muffled.
It's simple, really. But I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine.
Son of a bitch. His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hongo, struggling to hold back hot tears.
You're a terrible person! I hate you!
Oh my! How could you call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? That's not very nice. I'm quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty. You see? I've even left you a way out.
A way out?
Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that, and you can stop the incinerator.
What's the point of stopping it? You'll only capture me and make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
My goodness, haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you, I'm a fair man.
Huh?
If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape.
The verification function of the red?
Then I remembered. Before Hongo left the room, he had scanned 2 bracelets into the red.
Ah, so you do remember. Right now there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1 and the second is 3. Say, Akane, what's your number?
I looked down at my left hand. The face on my bracelet showed a 5. Like Junpei! Oh my god! 1 plus 3 plus 5 is 9. I ran to the door with a 9 on it. I grabbed the red and pulled my hand against the scanner panel.
You really aren't one for listening, are you?
I hear Hongo's muffled voice from across the room.
I've already told you, didn't I? Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you?
Why are you doing this?
You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys. Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
I can't! I don't know how!
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenetic field and find the solution.
I can't!
Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's gonna be quite hot in there in a few minutes.
Fucking piece of shit.
I imagine it will be very painful.
Fuck Ace. Fuck Gintaro Hongo. What a piece of shit. His horrible laugh echoed across the room. Even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it.
Incineration will begin in 10 minutes.
I was crying. Great gulping sobs broke my hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. Somehow I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor.
I can't! I just can't! There's no way! I can't figure this out!
What was I going to do? I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts. All I could think of was how I was going to die. My palms were sweating. My blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot. So hot. Couldn't breathe. Felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest as if it would pound itself to pieces. I reached into my pocket. I wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get. The doll Junpei had given to me. At least I had that. I held it tight with both hands and prayed. Oh! Oh yeah, no, never mind! That would be... Oh my god. He did give her something before from past when they were kids, right?
Help me!
Before she was kidnapped.
Junpei! Help me! Help me! Help me! Junpei! 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 Please! Help me! Junpei!
Akane?
Akane?
Who the hell is Akane?
Shut up! Just shut the hell up!
Seven of Lotus don't understand. I think Clover and Snake had an idea though. Clover's looking at me. And I think Snake may have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter. They're in the way. Where'd she go? Maybe over there.
Akane! Akane! Can you hear me? Akane! Say something!
Fuck. Did something break our connection? I swear I just heard her. Shit.
Akane! Answer me! Akane!
Junpei?
I spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course. But I hear it so clearly. Like he was right there.
Junpei!
I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane!
Junpei!
That's her. She's there. Then that means...
Akane! Akane!
Are you in an incinerator right now?
Yes, I am! How did you know?
I couldn't believe that he knew that. Now I understand what Santa meant.
Right. There's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
I think I get it now.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
Junpei, we don't have time!
As quickly as I could, I told him that I had to solve a puzzle in order to stop the incinerator.
Got it!
And I do. I did everything now. I get everything now. At last, I finally understand what all this means. I know why the Nonary Game was held today. I know why they were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane. I can't believe it. There's only one possible answer. June is. Zero is. Akane Kurashiki. She recreated the history of the future that she got a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself. That was 9 years ago. That way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now. That means there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all some sort of insane plan, I will save her. I will save Akane Kurashiki. I must save her, no matter what.
Incineration will begin in 6 minutes.
The voice reminded me of how much time I had left.
Junpei!
Yeah, I know. Just hang on, alright? I promise I'll get you out of there. I'm not gonna let you die. I promise. So don't worry, alright? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. It felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings for him. Alright, time to get to work, Junpei. Is Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way.
Hey, what are you...
Just trust me, okay?
Sorry, Lotus. I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. I will apologize later, alright? Now, let's have a look at this thing. Oh god, can I please save? Can I please save right here? I need to save. I need to save right now. Save, yes. I need to save right here. Oh my god. Also, let me get my notebook and paper. Okay, everything's prepared. Everything is good. Ready. Oh my god, this is insane. Return to task screen? No, let's not do that. Got numbers all over this grid. I think the panels are out of order. So I just need to switch these out. Staring at it isn't going to accomplish anything. I just have to try it.
Just think of what I did all those times before. I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
Oh my god. Is this gonna be timed? Wait, is this timed? Because of the incinerator? Please don't be.